Huh. So you wiped me from existence, said
Yep.
I was covered in feces,
Yep.
and then I kill Gerald, and then I kill you, and we're all dead.
I guess so, yeah.
Fantastic. Looks like we're done.
I don't think we're done.
Well, if we're all dead and there's only 3 of us, I don't think anybody can review comic books. Plus, the Archie people are still pretty upset about Gerald's incident. Sorry, dead parent.
Well, I got an idea.
And what is that?
Why don't we do New Comic Zombie Time?
Probably because we've already done that, and that's the reason we're all dead.
Well, maybe we just suck.
Yeah, maybe we... Oh, wait. If we suck, what about Harry? Harry hasn't reviewed a comic yet.
Harry doesn't have much to say.
Yeah, plus he melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Wait, I got it. We can just borrow DC's idea.
What do you mean?
Well, DC's in the middle of the New 52, so we can just restart New Comics Fun Time.
So we're just going to restart the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys could just kill me
We're
again.
not gonna kill you again. We're just gonna start it from the beginning. Pretend like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing ever happened.
Archie's here.
Reboot. I love it.
Let's not call it a reboot.
Well, whatever. Let's do it.
Okay. Welcome to New Comics Fun Time, the show where we talk about comics and none of us puts on makeup and none of us die or land in a big pile of poop. The DC reboot just happened and we got Action Comics #1 and something about Batman that I didn't read. But I really like Superman. I want to show you what Superman's been up to, saving the world and stuff. So Superman decided to trade in his spandex tights for a 3430 pair of Wrangler jeans and some good old-fashioned Timberland ass-kicking boots. And that's exactly what he does in this entire issue, and it's a really awesome way to open up Superman. If you have ADD, like me, and don't care about any story whatsoever. Because Superman just comes to Metropolis and beats the crap out of everybody he sees. He already knows who's evil, so he just goes to their house and basically says, "Hey, look, I know you're a bad guy, just come out and say it." But the guy's name is really terrible. I mean, you have Superman, and you have all the principal characters that aren't here yet because it's issue 1. But then you got Mr. Glenn Morgan. Mr. Glenn Morgan is apparently the most evil badass in this issue, and I don't really dig it. It's not really a good name.
No, he was kind of lame too. I think one of the strong points about Action Comics was exactly how fast-paced the comic was. It was extremely action-packed, and Superman really just jumps into the fray and fights all these guys, even with the villain being as lame as he is.
Yeah, that's because he's the schoolyard bully and basically goes wherever he can to start some serious like the part where he stops a bullet train. Well, that's kind of his fault. He had that coming to him. But, you know, it's a really great intro for Superman. I'm digging the Wrangler jeans and the Timberland boots. I'm digging the fact that he looks like a hipster when he's going into work and he's got Harry Potter glasses, but he looks like, you know, he can bench press a house. So that was hilarious to see. Definitely pick it up if you're a Superman fan. DC is kicking a lot of ass with the reboot so far. Let's see what they do.
So Detective Comics #1 finally came out, and it's an awesome issue because it really doesn't feel like a reboot. They kind of dropped you right into the middle of everything with Batman pursuing the Joker. And I like that because DC assumes that we're not idiots and we know who Batman is and we know who the Joker is.
I mean, I agree with that, but I found it a little strange though that it was so unlike a reboot. It was like we already knew Batman. We do get all these hints of all the other characters that are going to come back, like he mentions Harvey Dent and he mentions Catwoman and we see Alfred very briefly and we see Commissioner Gordon. But it just seemed a little weird that it literally just feels like we already know Batman. Like there's nothing has changed.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
It shouldn't since it's the reboot though, shouldn't the first issue of Batman have some backstory that we don't know?
I don't think so because Batman's such a traditional character. Everyone knows who he is. We don't have to go through that all again.
Okay.
Instead, we get a whole new story involving the Joker.
Right.
Batman is pursuing him because he's been on a murderous rampage throughout the entire city.
Who saw that coming?
Everyone.
Yeah.
What no one saw coming was the fact that the Joker seems to have something going on with the doll maker that we're not going to spoil. because what happens at the end of this issue is probably the coolest thing in Batman history.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. One of the things that worried me the most about this comic is why is the Joker naked in the beginning? He's just walking around killing people naked? That seems a little strange, right?
I don't think he was walking around killing people.
He says in the comic, Batman's like, why was he naked? That was so weird. That's essentially what happened. So Detective Comics #1, really awesome. We highly suggest picking it up. And if you want more Batman, Batman #1's coming out soon. If you want even more Batman, I'm sure the Justice League is going to be heavily Batman-centric, since that's what the first one was all about, too. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot of Batman coming, so get ready for that, Batman fans. The end.